Yes, ladies and gentlemen, people of the world. Loser Times. I had promised to give you Loser Times of Trevor Curtis Joseph. I'm introducing the Curtis because that is the school, right through school, that was Curtis Joseph. Some people will be looking at it and say, I know that guy, he's looking like Curtis. Yeah, I am Curtis Joseph. Right? Let me start a Loser Time somewhere. I'm going to start with a talent show in Trinidad they call Scouting for Talent. 1980 something, I went, was in 1985 or 86. Appear on Scouting for Talent. Let's deal with the quarterfinals. There's semi-quarterfinal, preliminaries, quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals. Final you say in Christmas, somebody there and the price is a car. Right? So gone on scouting. And we went for the rehearsal before the actual show. The man running the show, Hollywood told you, he said, we're judging you 3 times now. Why? Because I'm playing a trumpet, put down the trumpet, play a sax, a alto sax, put down, had the sax hanging on my neck, play the trumpet, then go beat 2 pans. They call it double tenor. It's not really a double tenor. Tenor pan is a soprano pan. And double tenor is a soprano. It's going a little low. Yeah, but all them soprano instruments, you could just cross and go. Anyway, go down a little bit. Right? I walk off in moonwalk. I forget how I do it, but I walk off in moonwalk. And I have a backup singer singing some parts, I create some parts and so on. I used to arrange and I could play guitar and keyboard and tap point and things. So I arrange that. They make me play that 3 times. Before the recording, they didn't do nobody else that. Before the recording they use. For the recording they display, I know which one they use. But it looked like they forget the record or wherever. We're talking about Loser Times. Right. Oh my papa. I have it on YouTube there. If I have time, I'll try to put it here to analyze it. If you hear a trumpeter playing and instead of hearing to, you hear te, who fault is that? And you hear any backup singers singing louder than the main player. Who fault is that? People who don't know, they're going to say, well, the backup singer was singing too loud, the trumpeter singing too thin, and they don't know. Everybody is going through a separate microphone. I take course in song technician. Some people have called it song engineer. Right? I still have a book there with different kind of microphone and the capabilities and different things about speaker. Right, that's beside the point. But you can't go and tell them what to do. When you're in the show, right? You what kind of trumpet is that, boy? When they reach in there to do this, the business, all they have to do is adjust the range. If it have a little tick, they kill the range, the lower range, and the thing and the saxophone they do the same thing. A certain part when I play, that hard to do on a trumpet. A top trumpeter and you hear that you say using alternative fingering. You could do that easy, and I thought that was just do the and I reach that part, they cover down that and they let the backup singer song louder than that. So you ain't hear that. Right? So I was the person to beat there. Everybody, when I come out, everybody, a top musician, where they took place there, he called me, he said, you know, you do a good show. You do a good thing there. Nobody feel it, nobody ever went and scouted and played a trumpet and a sax. Trumpet and sax is two cross instruments. A sax man doesn't blow trumpet doesn't blow sax. It's not impossible, but nobody on top of that you beat a pan. I tell my guy bring a pan in the school there, while I playing where I learn, St. Benedict's. They had a big band and he bring a pan lunchtime. And as he put on the pan and I go and start to beat the pan, everybody freezing and shock. A beaten pan for a steel orchestra. Notice I saying beaten pan and I saying playing pan. Bamboo tambour was a thing they used to be tuk making rhythm and things, and then they had the old pan and thing with that, and they ponging the pan together with that, they beating the pan together with that until they get start to get different notes on the pan. A old pan man tell me how pan come about. Different notes on the pan. And it's not Priest Simon who say invent no. Priest Simon get a name Priest Simon and pan because he's a spirit already made pan. A man named Eli Manet was the first person to groove notes on a pan. They start to find they had some bugle note. Bang 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 dong ding ding dong bang da 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 dong ding ding dong 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 ding ding. Yeah, they used to go with that until they started. Well, Eli Manet is my mother's cousin. Either her mother first cousin. He born Sam Susi and she born Lansno in Toko, northern eastern village in Toko, right? So they I go through the thing and I go end up beating the pan and I walk off in moonwalk. Very annoyed. When they going to announce the week, the announcement that who come first, who go into the semi-finals, they just run that up the screen with writing, run up the screen, click and that's it. They leave me out. Well, that wasn't the beginning of that, you know. The district I was living in, they was going to have that show looking for people for the preliminaries, right? In what they call that village again? No Gospel, no, I forgot, right beside the point now, right? And I gone. I sit down on my trumpet and I playing all kind of, and smart, I trying to play smart, I playing all kind of thing. Two guys, two trumpeters who known in the country, who come to do that show, when one of them tell me when he hear me, he change his mind, you know. He ain't go again. When they come to announce to going in the show, they leave me out, you know. Well, I nearly dead. I don't know how that could happen. One guy come up with a sax. He could play trumpet too, and he had good sax. He could play sax better than me. I borrow a sax. I didn't have no sax. And I borrow a pan. I had a trumpet. But sax, he playing sax. I playing sax and trumpet and pan. Right? And Holly Betodia telling me I got judged it 3 times. So if I come playing 10 instruments, you got judge me 10 times? You have to judge me according to how many instruments I could play that people can't play. All them instruments are that standard. And I could blow sweet sax, eh? I might be able to play up to now I can't do that because I practice. I'm more to practice sax, less you could play the trumpet. Right? So I gone in the place, they never put me on the show. Claxon Bay, they had that show. A guy come up and he play about 3 notes. Hey, he got inside. He win the car eventually. Right? That's my friend. He could play good sax and thing. Right? So I feeling hurt by it. So they coming down in my district now. I should not say, Trevor, put down your name. I say, well, let's I ain't going there because this what happened to me. And they didn't look like they done who they want to win that already. So they want me there, they want me here. Holly had a little trick, if he find you too good, he will tell you, well, this is not professional. And the professional will come and get a little display, I go there, a little display, he'll play, but he won't put you on. He tell me that. Right? When he gone down now, I say, all right. When I'm going up in the, talking about loser times, you have to go and register by the divisional headquarters, we are called CID, up by CID. Right? When he gone up there, Holly and some people coming out from there. Holly Bertolia is the man, he's a very good MC, you know, Master Simon, the exciting way that, oh, ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 blah. Some people come up and they come, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Holly was a boss, but anyway, you see me, you remember me? So you and Frank Joseph a family. Frank Joseph is a top trumpeter in Trinidad, the sweetest I ever hear Stardust play. Frank Joseph played, right? I named Trevor Curtis Joseph. So he asked me, well, your family? I said, well, I never tried to check it and think, it's all right. They have me classing me with Frank Joseph. I mean, when tone, styling, right? It's all right. When I went for the show now, everybody come and think they practice. And when I go and I play something, I used to bring down the house with an Adventist and concert and thing. Stand up for Jesus. When I finish play that, he come up easy and he say, you know my papa? I say, how about it? He say, think you can play that for me? I have to stand up there and play that right through without a mistake. It had different versions of that too. The last version of the Rollins, he played nice, you know, he changed the beat. Right? It had a man named Eddie Calvert and trumpet and some other people. Da, 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 dee, da, dee, da, 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 dee. Rollins was da, 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 dee, da, dee. Different thing. I don't know which version, I kind of played the first version, but the band trying to let me know, play this version. Right, he said, well, yeah, what? You'll start playing from out there and you'll come in. I said, that microphone, I tell you I study thing about microphone, but I can't tell him what to do. That kind of microphone, dynamic microphone, from far, they're going to pick up the trumpet, tin. You have to get an electric microphone, with amplified microphone, to do that, right? To a point. Or have a microphone close by picking up that sending the information to the song technician. Right? So alright, I come out, do the introduction, I come to the audience and then I come up on the stage and I play the song and so then I have to blow very easy and blow right up in the microphone. Right? And blow very easy. Right. So I got on the quarterfinals. So why everybody come and they think they practice and I here to tell me what to play? Right? So I decide now, I gotta arrange that for the quarterfinals. He tried to outsmart me where I gotta arrange it. So I bring a backup singer who could sing nice. Right? I borrow a sax and I come with a pan and my neighbor's son teach me some moonwalk. Some moonwalk moves. I can't remember how I used to do it, but a moonwalk thing, Michael Jackson business. And that's how I come with that and the thing there. So I had to ask a question. What do you people think about that, what happened with me, the loser time for Trevor Joseph? And I even get an unusual act, price for unusual act. Well, that gone. And about a year, must be 2 years after, maybe a year after, but I meet up his son in town, Holly Bertolia's son. Master Sim, good Master Sim, Holly Bertolia. He said, hey, you did a good show the last time. They're doing a show called Best of Scouting. I want you to come. I said, well, partner, this is what happened the last time, you know. And they willfully leave me out, and the next guy win car, and all kind of, I even get thinking they leave me out, you know. So, I telling you people now, you lose that time for me. I saying, he said, you know, I running that show, you come. Tell me where they're holding the show. the rehearsal. So I gone on a trumpet and a little bag and I gone up there, I reach first. People started coming and thing. We gone in the home of Ralph David, a good keyboard man, he could play anything. Right? And he deal with everybody. Better scouted. Holly was there. And then he look outside. He say, any dogs? I know what you mean, you know. You was a dog. Any rastas? Outside he looking, and then he turned to me, say, you know. So I decided to play Stand Up for Jesus. And I start. They don't want me to play that. They stop me. They don't want me to play that. Why you don't want me to play that? I don't know how many trumpeters could do that. Right? They stop me. So I had to find something else to play. So that same Frank Joseph who play with the band, Scouting band, and he play Stardust, that's the sweetest I ever hear play Stardust. All them people played Heinz Sachna and this one and that all over the world. That man play that, and that man make me like that song because I ain't like too much of sad music. I would like blues, but jazz, sad music, people putting that in a movie and some people sad and they feeling bad or somebody crazy. That's crazy business. Right? That's how they play Stardust. I started play, I play the thing. When I reach somewhere, music, one of them get a man, they stop me. I only give them a thing, they stop me. A top sax man who write music and for him again a white man. He said I could read music. He know while he playing that I could write that. Then I had to write that no father, I had to write. I could write that without an instrument. Sit down and write it. How I used to write for band. Right? I want to show off, so I tell him, yeah. He said I could write that for you, manuscript, I write it for you when you come back. You know what he tell me? If I was you, I ain't coming back here. You know? You see what they do me? If I was you, me ain't coming back here. And they go out, they leave me, they have to walk out with from in an area called Belmont. In the dark, not dark, in the night, I don't know up there. That criminal all about in town, I have tongue plays all you don't know that they could beat me, take my trumpet where I had to walk up from. Lose that time for Trevor Joseph. So that is one of the things happen in me, you lose that time. Lose that time. And next time I say a little piece of that. They're having a function in Parliament building called the Red House. And I arrange a little medley with all long sign and I want to wish you America and something else. I put some of the parts and the background tape and thing and I played. Some of them ladies write down on the program. Stole the show with other people take place. Stole the show. And some of them ladies said, Trevor, you steal the show with that thing. But the next day they planned for me, I said a little piece of that. You know what they do? The speaker on the stage that you're supposed to hear yourself so you could know where you reach, they kill that. And I had two backup singers, three pretty ladies, I think 3 or 2 pretty ladies singing backup part. And I come with a calypso competition. I compose a calypso, I take my trumpet and I play the introduction and I plan to play certain, and I just fight to learn them lines the day before. Somebody was still typing it up for me and I try to learn the line the day. One of them ladies say, you better walk with that sheet. Well, I walk with the sheet and I be kind of beside the point. Right? So we can hear ourselves. And certain time them singing I have to come in certain place. Well, they run behind time about twice and then I stop the tape. People feel like going off, you know. A lady afterward who sing and come high up in the competition, you sing a normal little calypso. They couldn't beat me. They hear me practicing. They couldn't beat me. I tell a guy and the guy hear me say, them can't beat you. And I say, well, I have to play it first. Sometime after, I say, what has happened to you, Joseph? You did blank up or what? And when I can't find out whether we are here the tape, I try to bring them in. They start a clap, slow clap. One had to start it. I have a fairly good idea who do that. Because the year before that, they tell everybody, we're not humiliating nobody and thing here, but 2 police guys come who I followed with before, right? Because of the slackness. I was senior to them, I see a little bit of that. Them started slow clapping. Slow clapping means you're playing Chopin, so come off the stage, or come back and sing. If you did well, slow clapping means you wire again, right? A guy asked me, how you feel? I know what happened, what you gonna do? Start a coil and think you look like you're crazy? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you know what happened there? This what happened, there what happened, there, people about, and start crying, there what happened, there, all this sabotage me, stay quiet, me say nothing. Right? That's a loser time. That's a serious loser time. Right? That one of the loser times. We talk about loser times again. When I was I was a regular police eventually, 15602 was my number. At first I was a SRP. I got 3300. You know how I got out 3300? Before that, the exam, they picked 3 batches. Who had Port of Spain and dress? When I say pick 3 batches, people come for selection. You go in the savannah, you take off your shoes, you do this, you stand up on 1 foot, right? You do all kind of thing and then you're going to take the exam. Who didn't get through going to take the exam? You're going to take the exam. Young fellas who just come out from school, when I come out from the exam, I telling them that wrong when they put that wrong. No Joe, oh yeah boy, that wrong boy, oh yeah, that wrong boy, yeah, that wrong. Police have some technical thing in the exam, you know. They give me a number with a whole set of notes with a next number and tell you put that in writing. And they call out some different thing now, right? So, what I understand is, those who with the Port of Spain address are the city. You're going in the city to do that course, in the police training college. Those who had Port of Spain address, they pick them first to go for training. Those who make the highest marks, they pick them second to go for training. I was in the highest marks. And those who get the lowest marks, they pick them last. You know 3 guys from there who get in their lowest marks come working with me in the post office. 3 slackers. And one of them acting like he know everything, always want, he ignoring me, I am the senior person. I'm senior 2 ways. I'm older than them. And them wasn't among the who make the highest marks. In my time, 2 weeks before the final exam, they give you an exam about the same thing that you will get for the final exam. I come first in that. And when I go, how I know I come first? Some of them sergeant and thing who they run into me and say, you want to be a regular police? You want, you want to be a regular police. That time I'm over the age. You want to be a regular police? Yeah. But I kind of didn't want to get too deep in that. Anyway, you know how come I lose there? There's a pay of $20. Wherever you're working or you're not working, I was laid off that time. And a guy who was working the same place I work in, a certain time he carried me up free, I will pay him and I get money. Never a woman I was at home, we're going to be expecting, don't care how small it is, you're expecting money. Our maintenance are paying court. If I only the thing slip, if I had maybe get she locked up and she did bite me sometime before that, when I went with the children, she'd have surely sent me to jail. So I gone, we are rich now, right? Yeah. When we go to training that day from 4 to about 8 o'clock in the night. A superintendent, a SRP superintendent started to talk about you doing wrong thing, you people doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. So I get up and announce your number and say, T347 Joseph. So we've been hearing all of that and we're trying to be different and so on. Who doing wrong thing, doing wrong thing. Today we want to know about money. You know, respond to that? Sit down, Joseph. Well, me I sit down. I don't have all them things I just described in my head. I the man to pay for maintenance, all kind of thing. I don't care how small, $20? Two months past a little while, we can get a little $20 thing. Right? So guy tell me, Joseph, sit down, boy, you're getting in trouble. I leave me alone, man. Guy trying to pull at me and tell me, I said, leave me alone. Right? And I stand up there and he talking. When he done talk, Inspector say, some of you will get in trouble like Joseph. Or they won't get through. The thing, and they started to carry on. Right? When he done talk, I said, thank you, sir. Some of you people must be knowing in the military, thank you is a cuss word, eh? And they tell them thank you, tell them their mother sons, or they tell them F you or something. That's what you mean. They bring back and you watch me. So when the final exam over, sometime after that, about 2 people who did your exam, they watch me. So they say, you did a good paper, I saw your paper. You did a good paper, I saw your paper. So I've been along the regular police holding the exam, and they're giving it over to the SRP administration. Right? So I don't know what they deliberated. The first number is 3189. A guy then who didn't know as much as some of us, he used to travel in the same car. Going up, he know the least in that car. He come first, 3189 Singh. My friend, but I just stay in the history. 3189 Singh. Then plus that, the first 25 or so going to get regular work one time and I lay off. Right? And they call in, they give me 3300. You know the last number? The last number was 3355. I don't want to call the guy's name. So they send me quite in the back. Right? They send me quite in the back. And you know why they didn't throw me out? I used to arrange music for a cadet corps. Teach them to play and arrange the music. That's the first time they hear pan in the anthem. Right? When they go to play one and the army was there and they hear and they talk it up and thing, pan in the anthem and thing, I do that. Right? So they're expecting, they want to raise a SRP band. And the guy who I used to do that for, he was an inspector, but he running a cadet corps. Aside from that. So he trying to organize for I to deal with the SRP band, one who could play and arrange and things. And that is what saved my neck. Loser times. That what saved my neck. That I still end up to the 300. And when I come out to work with some of them in the district, I know more than them. Them senior to me, but I know more than them. Because I study my thing. You know what I mean? Trying to put me outside doing the code, they put all the SRP outside. And I telling them guys there, the Muslim men had to come close to me and see me, or they had to stay from a distance with the rifle. And with the sniper business, and just pick we out one by one. Then they're going to know, when we done that already, then they're going to think that some regular police, they out there that treat SRP. Put all of you outside. Right? And so on. However, when they had the coup, and I hear a voice saying, that we pass out and thing, a voice saying, all police take off your shirt. All you see police running to take off their shirt. They say, Joe, take off your shirt. And all you know who talking, eh? All you don't know who talking. So that was strategy in taking over our country, tell the police take off their shirt, and then they start to announce this station down, that station, and I am the only person in the chat room. Taking all the thing and hearing the radio and all kind of thing. A big crowd in front of the station. Hey, look, we here to take over the station. Jabba, we here to take over the station. I walk out and talk to them. But I put police on the roof with gun and all kind of thing too. I walk out and talk to them. Right? But how is that a loser time in a way? Loser time? I was looking at that truck driver in the Ministry of Works. I was on layoff and I come back out, they call me back out to work. They call me back out to work, here's the coup. What they tell us is, During that time, he had to work police. So I tell them that, well, you expect you'll get paid 2 places? No. $20, there is it to $40 for 4 hours or something like that. And then they come out with a salary $13.86. I get in about 13 about same thing, driving for 2 weeks, driving a truck for 2 weeks with overtime wherever they send you. And they would tell you had whole night you're working, a whole day you're working. When that school just come up there. Stand up by a window, more than 8 hours, one window watching to the end of the street. There, you can't even see dog for that matter. I don't even know if we had a dog. Curfew. Right? No, the end of that, the one who was the Prime Minister, at the end of that, it looks like SRP gets some money and all them big boys take it. And then they send back on part-time, they send me back on part-time duties, 16 hours a month, 4 hours, right, 16 hours a month. I write all kind of letter, all kind of things, right? And on the work now, truck driving, thing on the work now, I have a problem. So here comes Carnival, and they want me, the truck drivers used to go and work for the police for Carnival. They picked me and I got work with the police already for Carnival, driving kind of where they want. Ministry of Works, right? And here come now, right? They want people to go and drive. Right, that's one thing. I say, well, if I could get to work in the same district I live in, I'll work police and I'll also work in, say, now, they want to send me, they playing smart, somebody play smart and they pick number and pay and we pick class. Right, I could catch me with them shipping it. Well, I say, well, I ain't doing that and I walk off. So Carnival Day, the woman I was with, you have to go to work in the truck driving working, but they won't work all day if you can't do that. The trouble look the sergeant and look somebody watching you, you know. I say, but let them watch me now. I kind of brave, stupid, and I'm not stupid. I tell them watch me now, jumping up in band with you. You know they charge me for not working Carnival? After about 2 or 3 months, with one of them inspector who was up in town who wanted me not in the work. He come to a meeting we used to have every month. And he talked with the inspector down there and then the inspector come, why you work for Carnival? Why I didn't work for Carnival? When I went on the coup and I leave the truck driving work, some little bit of money, they give me $13.86 a month. Some little bit of money and telling me you can't get paid twice. And then now they're telling me you're supposed to write where you're working and ask for you to release you. Now they're telling me that. And the horse done bolt already. Working on Carnival and not working for Carnival. Right? They want to send me to the furthest point. I ain't going. The police want to send me there. I ain't to drive truck down there. I ain't going down there. Right? So I ain't go. I kind of wait when I ready, you know. Right? So they're going to charge me now. They charge me for not working for Carnival. Like corporal, some people are no shame, boy. They are no shame. There's some police are shame. Like when I was going through that thing in court, there's some police didn't like what was going on with me. They are ashamed. Me as a police and they come telling me to do something crooked and not doing it. Right? And so on. So where are we to this thing now? Yeah. So they charge me for not working for Carnival. I read the charge and I tell the corporal that wouldn't stick. No, he had no shame. He come and they get him to charge me. He gone back. The regular police know about the Police Service Act. They don't know nothing, they could, but they don't know nothing about the SRP Act, Special Reserve Police Act. If they had to charge me, they had to charge me under the SRP Act. And where it refers to the police service, right? Then you will go there if it refers to there, right? They gone back and they come back and they fix it and they come back. There, I said, I ain't tell him nothing this time. And it there for the tribunal. I didn't know how so a tribunal be one police on each side, next one, and they have me like under arrest and in a room and some regular police outside listening. Right? And I started to ask the corporal, how long you been here? I say, which part in the Industrial Relations Act or the collective agreement between where I work in and the government, you see that I must leave the work, right, and go and work for police. Which part you see that? He say, he don't know. I say, how long have you been a corporal? 15 years. I say, corporal, 15 years, and you don't know that? I started asking myself that question. I stand up straight. I started, an inspector behind me, they taking his foot and he touching me. I don't touch me, man. None of them help me. They want to come to help me, right? And I started thing really. The man run anything, I say, please up in there and say, hold on me, I'll come at a thing. So I go down and tell the people in the Ministry of Works, I say, they go call you and ask if all you release me or you couldn't release me. They really call them and the guy tell me, we call him and tell him we couldn't release you. So I win that. The next time that same man from town, he coming down with some barbecue from Port of Spain to come down to Para. I don't know who living where, that must be about 200 miles, 150 miles up the highway and things. They come down with barbecue. That time I on part-time. I ain't working with truck driving, I lay off on truck driving. Somebody call me while somebody going on vacation or whatever. Right? I say, well, I only get about $600 at the end of the month and I maintenance to pay. I have to carry most of that for the woman, right? To the children, right? And try to make out some more whatever. The woman which used to sell in the market, she buying things and everything and so on and so on. That used to help out, right? So, where are we now? Yeah. So, and I passed that tribunal, so he coming down with barbecue and he passed the list in the back. When he left reach up, he said, Joseph, Tamaru, stand up. Why are you taking no barbecue? I said, well, sir, I have part-time money, I can't take you. I have to take two. I said, well, I ain't be able to take that. You're supposed to obey all lawful orders. They're not lawful orders. Don't try to mess me up with that kind of stupid talk. Me tell him all that. You know what you do? You transfer me. He transferred me from where I was working close to where I live in to a district where I had to take 2 taxis to go there. And he transferred Samaru down to the next station. Samaru had car, that time I didn't have no car. I said, alright, I applied for 3 months leave from that work. One of them people on the thing, they say, give. And I write the Minister of National Security. And I tell him what they're doing me. I am part-time and then when I go there, in the night I can't get transport. I just stop in the station and sleep. They'll get me free. They reversed this decision and the regular police senior superintendent, I went to him for certificate help me and he said, and when I got through that, he called me a Jekyll and a Hyde. He said, you're a Jekyll and a Hyde. Well, they know that I'm a Jekyll and a Hyde. I ain't taking stupidness so easy. You understand? So I end up, they transfer me back to Superior and I start to the original district. Some point in time now, they're not getting regular work. Sometime after that, I end up in the post office. I can't remember that the time I end up in the post office. I give a little piece of that. Somebody go in the post office, the important thing to wrap up weed. And the post office, like they want to not give him it. He snatch it from the lady and he run and he gone. I gone, they tell me that the guy living in an area where there's got drug and gunplay and all kind of thing up there. I gone in the station and report that to the corporal who was there. He had to take it from there. Police had to go up there, plenty police had to go up there, big gun and all kind of thing. The two slackers, one of them who always behind the desk, when he doing doing Postmaster General Guard, he sit down by the desk as they come up the step. You seen him all the time talking to ladies behind it, like hamburging them from walking, all downstairs walking, and next one only coming late and two of them going up there. Fortunately, they didn't get killed. They come back and they look like heroes. They come back with the Raptors and they look like heroes. That same driver act like he get trained a post office driver, like he trained the police. I escorted him one day in a bad area. He come up there, he say, man, all you want to make a bus? It have a man there with a bag of weed. The fool don't know if we go and arrest a guy and go with him, he can't go up there again. They will kill him. They know he pass and see. And he tell the police, and the police come and take bag of weed and arrest people and go with them. And that driver can't go back there. No driver could go up there again. They will kill them. You understand? That's what driver was doing. At the man escorting that same driver. And we reach in a bad area in town, we walking in town. And some young fellas pelting a old man. Right? He drive right inside, midst of the bottle, pelting. And he drag inside it. They see the police, I call them young fellas, I talk to them, all they behave, all they say, and they listen to me and they gone and the old man gone so. Right? So, we talk about loser times. How are a loser there? Right? Accept piece of that thing there, you know. Them same two guys who playing they superior to me, and one of them go and tell me, you know, the lady who run into her, you know what he tells she. What lie he make? But she call a meeting with all the staff there and she only abusing me. Joseph, let me tell you something. Joseph, and that guy walking forward and pointing his finger in his face and he getting on like a police. I said there was in the last batch they was trained with the lowest marks. And they playing a big thing, and that one telling people wrong. When he come to work there, the sergeant have he done as the best police. A prince come from England and come to the Red House. He put it to the prince around and he put me in the last place where the prince mightn't pass. The superintendent told me, called me a day. And he said, yes, I defer the marks again with your performance audit. I said, well, we are doing that duty there, everybody doing about the same thing. He said, nah. He said, nah. I call in the sergeant here and tell him to give you top marks. Because a sergeant who was a regular police, right? He come there to work. He was a regular police come SRP and he was observing. And like he went and talked. That kind of thing. So when I get in, when I'm supposed to get top business, he getting me a kind of thing there. Right? Loser times of Trevor Joseph. What other times I lose again in different times? What have you? Right? I have better times. Right. Loser times. I did scouting, best of scouting, Red House slapping, moving Babu in the kitchen. Right. Yeah, loser times. Of Trevor Joseph, Trevor Curtis Joseph. I could branch off a little bit and kind of branch off. It's kind of still a loser time. I talk about I was haunted by a snake. Right? Snake hunting, snake in my clothes and snake. Yeah. And I said that twice, how my father came from Africa. Right? And he was a man in Africa that people go into to do spiritual work for them. I only know that about 4 or 5 years ago my mother mentioned that. People used to go to him, but then I understand he was the Obia man down there. If he come from Africa, he was a voodoo man. We say in Obia down here and it's so in light. Right? So apparently my mother knows something too. Because when she come for me, and I gone up there, she seeing the snake too and she pushing it back. It has nothing there and she pushing it back on her snake. But going back to how it starts, it's going at my penis. She come till my penis and it bleed. And whatever she do with it. If somebody peel out your penis and a little blood and they throw it in the latrine, you ain't gonna get no haunted by no snake. She do more things when the mother tell her to do with that. More things with that. One day she might talk. I decided to talk this before I die. I don't know when I go die. People have to know what happened. Right? She must get some other thing to tell her to get what kind of oil from the pharmacy. Get dragon blood. Dragon blood is snake blood. And people go to buy. Time when I was in the hunting and they tell me all about it, learning things and picking up things, I never pass out, you know. People, somebody might have feel I was epileptic. Epileptic does pass out before they fall. And when they fall, they doesn't know nothing. At the time I went in the mental hospital when I was 16 years old, I say 2 weeks, and 1 month I spent up in admission wall in jail. And I telling I've seen people coming taking shock treatment and asking them, well, let me get that now. No. No boy. Criminally insane when they get shock treatment, they don't get stupidly mad. From criminally mad, they don't get stupidly mad. So them guys, no, don't take that. Right? So where was I now? Where was I? Yeah. So the haunting, right? There are more things she do with that. And I may suffer for the rest of my life. More thing, whatever powder and whatever thing she mix with that, and then must tell she throw it in a snake place. She ain't got no snake place, so she throw it in the latrine. So I run song asleep, I run up from the bed as a little boy, we sleeping on the floor and bedding, bag, spread bedding. I run up from there to see what tickling me, what drive me there. I give that story in the last thing I did there. Right? So it's more things she do with her, I lose her time for me. And I go through a whole set of time, right? I get over that and I tell you about when I go by my grandmother, from March to December, my father carried me up there and as my father gone, my grandmother, mother pull the sheet from under me, I have no place to sleep. I want to sleep. I know now, when a person go through things like that, right, have not sleeping for a little while and you still end up out, you still go mad or something that, you have to give them sedative, good food and exercise every day. But then to recuperate, I used to kick hard at 16-year-old. Up to now I can't kick so hard again. I kick ball, play football, right? And so on. So, whatever she do, put it together. And, one of them time when a hunting taking place in them boardhouse, over the partition, you used to have some strips of wood there. One night I seen my face like carnival, they coming, going up and coming down, and while that snake hunting, my father holding them down and holding my penis. So after skinning up and going up and down, baptism man mother over the next morning she concerned. What all the carry this boy out, carry, we don't believe in that. Nothing happening to them. Right? And my mother still, one day I come from by my grandparents, her mother, I had 3 grandmothers. I talk about that. I had my father, mother, my mother, and my father, wife, Aunt Jane. She's the one who take me for a walk when my grandfather go beat me. When he hunted, she came in the library, she carried me to all about walking and I come back. She doing that. She's sorry for me. Right? I should remember that. Right? And I come from library. I see some guys with a head, little boys. They holding a common 4 leg and they squeezing it and it can't break. When I reach Hyderabad now by my mother for holidays now, I run in the cabinet and I pull out the egg. I say, what's this? Pow! The egg bash up in my hand. That wasn't a command for lead. But the other egg, so I shocked. Mommy calling me crazy out. She calls that, but she calling me crazy out. My mother will not go and do things to her first son, to do that knowing that will happen to him. She first son, she her first daughter and her first son. She ain't going to do that. She do innocent. I was saying I must be 16 years old. She must be 16 when she make me know. She born 1931, I born 1950. So she was going, I born in May, she was going to be 19 in November. So she was a young lady, she young, so she wouldn't do that, right? But it so happened that she loved she mother, she had seen mother for a couple of years, mother coming, mother was a witch. I know she mother was a witch. And let me tell you who solved that snake, kind of solved the mystery of that snake hunting, eh? My mother had a first cousin we used to call Cousin Lorna. She was older than my mother and she was kind of senior. And her husband we used to call him Brother Campbell. One day when I started that and I out in front of he come to me and said, Trevor, you can remember the first time you see that snake? I retorted. I mean I answer quick. I say, yeah, was my mother in Toko, my grandmother in Toko, and she was seeing it too, he do so. So you don't know what happened. Someday I started trying to unravel the mystery. And I couldn't talk about